Hi girls, it's Diana and I'm here with my next dish. The next dish that I have to share with you is my version of stuffing. Now, I don't want to hear nor see that, Amanda, you use any of that boxed stovetop crap for Thanksgiving. I'm doing this for you. My house smells like Thanksgiving weeks before it's here. You better be thankful, girl, because I am doing this only for you. This is my family recipe on stuffing. Let me show you what's in it. What I put in my stuffing is hamburger meat. Yes, that's right. Hamburger meat and sausage. If you don't eat pork, sausage, and you don't like hamburger meat, you can use turkey, you can use chicken, you can use whatever kind of ground beef you like or ground meat you like. Doesn't have to be this combination. This is a combination that we prefer. So this is a pound, little less than a pound of 80/20 hamburger meat, and then a tube of this sausage. You don't have to get this brand. This is the brand that I like using. This is what you're going to use for your stuffing. You want to make sure, no matter what kind you get, that it's going to be seasoned. Whether it's cubed, wheat, white, this one just so happens to be shredded, and that means that the chunks are a little bit bigger, which I like. That's the consistency that I like in my stuffing. I'm also using some chicken broth. Any brand will do you. This is what I like. And you're going to use your seasonings here for your meat. One thing I did want to tell you is my husband's a very picky eater. What my mom usually would have in the stuffing is she'd have celery, she'd have mushrooms, she'd have onions. My husband doesn't like any of that stuff, so I omit all of it. But by all means, if your family is mushroom, onion, celery loving people, then go ahead and add them. All you're going to do is you're going to chop up maybe 1 or 2 stalks of celery. You're going to add 1 little tray of the sliced mushrooms, and you're going to add your onion however you want to cut your onion. Not in big enormous pieces, because you don't want people biting into a big huge onion, but you're also going to add that to your meat. Brown your onions until they're a little bit translucent. Also cook your celery with your onions, and then you're going to add your mushrooms when you're all done. He doesn't like any of that stuff, like I said, but by all means, if your family likes it, it just makes it tastier. So what we're going to do, I have a big gigantic skillet here. We're going to brown this up. You're going to season your meat as you normally would with hamburger meat or whatever kind of meat you're using. I'm using garlic powder. Again, my trick to gauging the meat, you can never have too much garlic or onion powder. Good nice coat. Some salt. And some black pepper. To coat. Season to taste, and then you're going to, obviously not going to taste it now, but when it's all done, alright, so as it turns out, this was probably too much meat to make. I could probably go with half a pound of hamburger meat and half the tube of the sausage. Again, if you don't want to use sausage or hamburger meat, you can use chicken, ground chicken. I'm sure it'll taste just the same. If you want to omit the sausage, that'd also be fine. You could drain it at this point. I normally don't. I kind of just let it burn off. It is 80-20. If you had a leaner cut of meat, obviously you wouldn't have as much fat as I do here. It's not that much, so I'm just going to leave it in there. Alright, so I lied. I took it out. As you can see, there's only a little bit left now. It's not really going to make that much of a difference, but just to make it a slight bit semi-healthy, just drain the fat out if you want to. If not, no big deal, just leave it in there. So at this point, if you're going to add mushrooms, you'd add your mushrooms to it. You would have already had your celery and your onions in there cooking with it. Let me take half of this out because I think this is going to make too much. Alright, so I took a little bit out, and as you can see, that's a lot better. You want to make sure that you have a big enough pan to work with this. There's my other half right there. So I'm going to take my cubes, add them a little bit at a time. That's probably half a cup, 3/4 of a cup of cubes. And take your chicken stock, little bit at a time. You want to make sure it doesn't come out too mushy or too dry. Probably at about a cup now. You want to work it in. Alright, so this is the consistency that I like my stuffing to be at. You can tell it kind of sticks together, but it's not dry. You want it to be moist because if you can leave it like this and it'll be just fine, but if you want, you can put it in the oven and keep it warm with your other food, and that way it won't dry out in the oven. Let me take a little taste. That tastes so good. It tastes really good. So there you have the stuffing. Super easy, super delicious. I usually don't see people making it with hamburger meat. That, like I said, that's how my family's tradition does it. If you want, you can use chicken. I don't know why you would use turkey. You have a ground, you're eating turkey with it. But if you want, you can use chicken, I suppose. You can omit the sausage, but I personally think the sausage gives it a good flavor. If you don't eat pork, that's fine. You can omit it. Tweak it however you see fit. Put it in an oven tray and cover it and throw it in the oven along with everything else to keep it warm. And I'm very glad, looking at it, that I took out probably about a ½ pound, because I would have had a lot. It makes a lot of stuffing. And you can see the bag is almost empty. I used almost the whole bag of stuffing, and I probably have maybe a cup left of chicken stock in there. So there we are for stuffing. Dinner's almost ready. And let me know how it goes, girls. I hope your Thanksgiving feast is coming along great. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try to help you as best as I possibly can. We'll see you in the next video, girls. Can't wait for dinner. Alright, so Thanksgiving dinner is ready. We have the ham right here. We have some mashed potatoes. I haven't made any gravy. I'll probably open up a can and warm it up real quick on the stove. We have some stuffing. And my yams got a little bit burnt. Learn from my mistake. Use a timer. Watch your food. But looking forward to Thanksgiving dinner. Babe, can you say thank you, Amanda?
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda, for giving us dinner tonight, and I hope you guys try it and let me know how it comes out. Bye! Happy Thanksgiving!